Hi, this is Steve Robinson, the Shot Guru. Welcome and thank you for watching. We want to talk about why the accurate, controlled, and efficient shooting method is needed in basketball. It's desperately needed, and it's because of the fact that shooting has been a dilemma in basketball for the last 50, 60 years, as long as I've known it. Of course, you got talented players that come along the way and they can shoot the basketball. They roll out of the bed shooting. The fact is that the majority of basketball players are not given proper instruction, adequate instruction that will allow them to move forward and progress and improve. That's because the technique for shooting the basketball has always been limited. And then there are those that have come along, and I'm sure that, I'm not out here to bash anybody. The fact is that, you know, there's an issue with basketball players not getting what they need. We can, talk about how shooting can get very complicated, and then there's always this talk about getting into a rhythm and all that kind of stuff, man. I mean, it's just really crazy, the kind of confusion that goes on in shooting today. But for the most part, technique, a very simple understanding of technique, a very simple approach to technique is what we need. The limited technique that players have been given in basketball, elbow in, elbow straight, rotation on the ball, follow through, bend your knees, that's limited. What players need more, and they need something that they can understand and comprehend, and that's very simple, very makes good sense. That's what we are all about, making good sense. It's got to be sensible. It's got to be practical. Our approach, deals with control as the primary factor. Control and efficient shooting motion is the core of our approach to shooting. Now, we have 25 basic principles for mastering the jump shot. That's why we have a systematic approach for helping players. We're not trying to tweak what you do. So if you're not interested in learning mechanics, good mechanics, proper mechanics, authentic and sound mechanics from the ground up, then we're not for you. But if you're interested in getting on a platform that's going to allow you not to just improve, but dramatically improve and become a virtuoso when it comes to shooting, that's what we're about. So, this approach that we have, is dealing with these 7 essential keys that we have for controlling the shot. We start you out with this. As you move through it, you will see immediately how you're able to make shots much more comfortably, much more accurately, much more readily, with ease of motion, with effortless motion. It's a very compact shooting stroke. It's a very quick release. I mean, it's just got all the features that you need to play in today's game. So I want you to reach out to us if you're interested. You can contact us on our website, theshotguru.com. We're dealing with the ACES method, what we call the accurate, controlled, and efficient shooting method. It is a comprehensive method that will allow you to understand the science of shooting, and you will be equipped from that moment on, and you will have a platform for getting better. You will always continuously get better the more you have a grip on the rudiments in any endeavor that you're working with. In any skill that you're ever working with, the more you have a grip, a rock solid foundation on the fundamentals, the more tight you are with the fundamentals, the better you're going to be. And that's in any endeavor that you may come across in your life. And that's what we do. So thanks so much for watching. As always, we're going to try to keep these messages short and sweet. This is part 1. We'll get into some more later. As we always say, be genuine, be generous, and be the genius that you are. Thanks so much for watching. Be well. Take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Take care of your mind. And somewhere along the way, maybe you can help somebody else.